Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to a very special edition Wrestle AM AEW Dynamite review. Win, loss, or tie for big business or business. You listening right now, you can put that down in the comments. Sid, you don't have that luxury. You got to tell me right now, win, loss, or tie. What did you think of AEW Dynamite Big Business tonight?
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a weak win.
Really?
One match really drug it down for me.
Yeah, there was one bad match, and we'll get to that.
And it being toward the end really skewed my view.
I'm giving it a win, but I agree there was one bad match. But I still give it a win. I enjoyed it. And yeah, so let's break this down. We are reading this off tpww.net. No affiliation whatsoever. You know what? We're gonna do this Japanese style. We're gonna go with the matches before the promos. Or do we go with it? By the way, Tugi24, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, and handsome man of Maine was there live. So there you go.
Yeah,
Thank you,
holding
Tugi.
That sign, Sammy. We love Sammy.
Dude, what was with that guy in his sign? Like that guy.
He really wanted us to know that Sammy wasn't there.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, as the show would go on, we were watching it together. As the show would go on, I was kind of like, we got to fire Sammy. I don't know. Like,
I almost feel like Sammy paid that guy.
It's a possibility. He's like, listen, you got to
I'll give you $300 to go watch the show and hold this sign up as much as you can when the camera's on you.
Just do it. I believe. So, yeah. All right. Let's just talk about it. It starts off. I usually save the promos for last, but I don't think you could, talk about the matches without talking about what happened. Monet comes out right away. Little piped in CEO's chants, and then added on more. Fans got excited, and I'm just going to say, I'm glad that she's over. That wasn't the case in Japan, but it's great to see an athlete of her stature return, and I was kind of super excited about it. Sid, what did you think of Monet's first appearance, the return?
I mean, it was the kind of like same old boring I'm back sort of a thing that you kind of always get after a long hiatus, but yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
I'm excited, but it was just, we've seen that. I can't falter. It's everybody does it for a reason.
Well, I know that, but it's a celebration. It's a house. People get a little crazy. Mm-hmm. But remember during, I don't know, it was when we were all locked in, but remember like there was a show where like there was 3 returns back to back to back. I was kind of thinking someone was going to interrupt her, but no, they let her roll with it. And she announced the main event. So, well, we'll talk about that coming up. Willow Nightingale versus Riho. So, kind of interesting about that. All right, let's break down this match by match, and then we'll talk about the other segments afterwards. AEW World Champion Samoa Joe defeats Wardlow. So there you go. After the match, Swerve Strickland came out, attacked security guards who tried to stop him from confronting Joe. This led to Joe leaving the ring and walking away to the back where Strickland could get to him. And we were talking about Wardlow. There's a collection of pro wrestlers that are big guys that can go that are not going to win. Spoiler, Jeff Cobb doesn't fucking win. Brian Cage doesn't win. There's like this group of big guys in all of the companies that can go, and they're just forgotten about. So, and not
I don't.
Go ahead, sir.
I said it when we were talking. I don't think it's that. I think it's more. Why would you put your main championship on anyone who can't talk when your roster is this stacked? If you can't work and talk, you don't deserve to have the main championship in a roster that stacked. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, and I counterpoint that is at least their champions defending the title, going out there and getting it. And we were talking about this while we were watching it. Wardlow would be perfect as the ROH champion, ROH male champion. He just stays down there and then have it where to get to the next level, you got to put Wardlow over. And I feel like a very long Goldberg type run, a Samoa Joe and Ring of Honor, NXT, TNA type run, where he stays undefeated, but before you move up to AEW, you got to put him over. I think in the long run, you would get a lot of fans being like, well, the ROH champ could probably do something, instead of him just being a guy that... Because here's the thing. It wasn't a bad match. It would
also give more time to do promos without as much pressure on the performance of them.
Yeah, I agree. So I don't know. Hopefully they figure something out. But he is. There's a lot of big guys that have talent that get lost in the shuffle. Hell, there's probably a company.
Can't talk.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did cut that one good promo. He cut a good promo against MJF, but that one's kind of forgotten about. And one good promo doesn't mean you're a good promo guy. So
yeah, one good promo isn't. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. So I enjoyed the match, but I feel like, oh, Joe has to defend the title, get the champion out there. First off, he's undefeated, so the records matter, the ranks matter. But I don't think at any time did me and Sid think Joe was going to lose the title tonight.
Oh no, no. There's no world where it was like, yeah, Wardlow's taking it.
Yeah.
I mean, I joked. I was like, could you imagine if Wardlow just came out and just squashed him?
First off, I'm saying no one would see it coming. No one would see it coming.
It would have caught me so way off guard.
Like,
whoa.
Swerve Strickland. They're building up Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, probably next pay-per-view if they haven't announced it already. Do you think Swerve Strickland takes out Joe? Early prediction, no pressure.
Here, I'm gonna go. I have two answers.
Okay, throw them both out.
If MJF's returning that night,
and a lot of internet rumors are pointing that way,
Swerve doesn't. I think MJF screws it because MJF wants revenge against Joe and wants his title. That would fit MJF to come back and prevent Joe losing the title so he can get his revenge and his title in one shot. That's very MJF, I think.
Got it.
That said, if not, I think Swerve does win. I think it goes Swerve and then Page. But if MJF comes back, I can't imagine it not being MJF's title unless they're going to have MJF get just hard railroad by Adam Cole for a while. By Adam Cole and
got a lot of different stories. And I don't know the health of Adam Cole. He was there. He read a storybook and pumped up the match beforehand.
No, we don't know he was there. We just know he recorded a thing reading.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I meant. I apologize.
We could have done that from home. Who knows?
It's like backstage. No. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed it. The Elite, Young Bucks, and Okada defeat Death Triangle, Pentagon Jr., Pac, and Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston eats the pin via Rainmaker. I don't know. I'm getting a little pissed off at English commentaries not putting the Rainmaker over enough. You gotta be like, Rainmaker! And scream and go crazy. It's like,
I'll scream and go crazy when he wrestles a one-on-one match.
I don't think that's going to happen for a while.
Six-man matches. What do you mean? It's happening next week.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? They announced it. I mean, we talked about it.
It's true. I forgot. I messed up. It's the first time I've ever messed up.
Amateur.
So, there you go. Overall, not bad. It's going to lead to a match. Also, there's tons of reports on the Japanese media that Okada said the reason why he's not getting all three titles is Okada refuses to win a New Japan title. But English speakers said that Okada had no hard feelings. So now he's only going after the Crown Champion. What the hell do they call it? Oh, I thought it was the Triple Crown Champ, but it's not. The Continental Championship.
Yeah, the Intercontinental.
No, there's an international and a continental. Holy fuck. Can we please have less titles in all companies?
God, I hate it.
I fucking hate it.
Who came up with this system?
Just fucking
The
less
worst.
titles. Fucking just, you know what? I'm going to call it right now. Okada wins all the fucking titles. Kenny Omega comes out. They fucking battle. They melt down the fucking titles. And there's only one. There's only one title. That's it. That's it.
I still say my prediction early on was still that the best way to use Okada initially is give him a belt he can tour with.
Yeah. Well, you think the international? Do you think Roderick Strong will be shipped around and go to all different places? You think
Roderick Strong's gonna drop that belt soon. I don't know to who, but there's no way Roderick Strong's gonna do anything of note with that belt.
Roderick Strong and professional
He's what
Noah
we call
versus
a
Keno.
transitionary champion.
Listen here, raccoon. Listen here, internet. Roderick Strong
is a transitionary champion
versus Keno in Japan and real Japan, Yokohama, Tokyo, Kawasaki. Yeah.
Why don't you like Keno anymore?
I love Keno. I want to see pure violence.
Roderick Strong?
Yeah, why? I like Roderick Strong too. Are you anti-Roderick Strong, you son of a goose?
Yeah, I am.
You son of a... You know what? I thought we were friends. So there you go. So
the best wrestler in that family is not in AEW. That's all I'm saying.
Cedric Strong?
That's right.
Last time I checked on Cedric Strong, he's married, happy, and I think he sells cars. I could be wrong. Nope. He might have a different gig.
He wrestles as Pentagon.
You can't just make up stuff because some fucking idiot does it because they don't know sarcasm.
I can make up whatever
do you know
I
the internet?
Want.
The internet's fucking dumb. You can't fucking just make up stuff because they're like, oh, I don't understand sarcasm.
That's fine. And you know what? And if one guy goes on telling everybody that under that mask is Roderick Strong's brother, that's great. That's what's wrong with that? Come on. Could you imagine if a rumor caught on that there's some goofballs out there believing, despite all the tattoos and everything, they're like, yeah, I believe it. Pentagon's not Ray Phoenix's brother. No, that's Cedric Strong under there.
Well, you know what? You heard it here first. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. My favorite thing about YouTube ever is they hold you to higher standards than CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, there you go. The Elite, there you go. So, Okada has to win, right?
I imagine.
There's no way fucking Eddie Kingston beats him. Not this fucking early. And Eddie Kingston will be 2 belts.
What if Eddie does beat him?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Do you think they're having him wrestle Eddie first so he's against someone slower?
100%. He does not have the speed. Like, because we were talking about that, where like people were like, oh, we don't see him slow down. But look how slow he is compared to everyone else. Like, yeah. He is a bit rusty. The way they're booking him is absolutely fucking fantastic because he's not being exposed. There was a moment where everyone was going 100 miles per hour and Okada was on the side of the ring, and I was like, hey, Raccoon, do you think he regrets not going to WWE?
Nah.
He's like, these sons of bitches are moving fast.
He doesn't. He's probably already worn at least one piece of the Bucks clothing already.
100%. Yeah, you're right. He's got it. And I think that all started in TNA.
That alone made it worth the contract for him.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, next, you got Jay White defeats Darby Allin via Blade Runner. So this was just a great fucking fun match. Stiff. Darby Allin's being Darby Allin, doing some crazy shit. And following the match, thank God, me and the Raccoon
of the night
have been begging for this. But the Guns came out and wanted to beat up Darby Allin, and the fucking Acclaim came out and they broke up. I love the Bang Bang.
They beat up Billy, then they beat up the Acclaim.
I love the Bang Bang Gang and the Acclaim, but them together was just like a career stop. It's like, oh, there's the Acclaim. Hell yeah. All
like
right,
it's
there's
like
the Bang Bang Gang. Hell yeah, together. What?
yeah, it's like if the Bang Bang
What?
Gang was peanut butter,
Yeah.
and then the Acclaimed was jelly, and you don't want them together.
What? Dude,
I was trying to go with a Japanese example. I figured you guys probably don't like peanut butter and jelly.
I'll be honest. Holy shit! I don't know if you did it on purpose, but yeah, Japanese. In Japan, peanut butter is very rare. Like they don't like chocolate and peanut butter, and they don't like peanut butter and jelly. Like I got this place in Yokohama, dude. I never ate a peanut butter jelly. Like, have you ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was like crazy thick, but the whole time the jelly and peanut butter is just the right amount?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna get peanut butter and jelly this week. It's so good, so good. Don't take it for granted. And chocolate and peanut butter, they're like, oh, I don't like it. How do you not like chocolate and peanut butter? They also don't like root beer. Heads up. If you move here, bring lots of root beer and bring back a lot of Reese's Peanuts. Mayo corn pizza is pretty goddamn good. Not gonna fucking lie. That's the fucking cat's meow. That's the rainmaker of pizzas. It's
anyway.
so good. All right, wait till you move out here, you son of a bitch.
Next part.
Solid match, and they broke up. Feels good. Plus, the AEW and Ring of Honor 6-man tag champs will battle each other and combine them, and then less titles.
Hopefully they combine. You don't know they'll combine.
They're
For all you know, it'll be a non-title match.
Holy fuck, no, come on. Me and Sid off air. Maybe we said on podcast. I don't think we did say it on the podcast.
We've definitely complained about non-title matches.
Oh, yeah. Before. But there was a joke. Why did I move back to America? And I was like, non-title matches. Non-title matches.
I don't remember if that was on a podcast or not. I don't remember.
Be like, Dave, move back to America. Fuck you. Non-title matches?
Too many non-title matches.
Get that shit out of here. All right. Moving on. You got Chris Jericho, Lionheart, and Hook defeat the Gates of Agony. To fucking who gives a shit?
I said it when they were coming down to the ring. This is gonna suck. This is 4 guys who can't really wrestle that well. And boy, did it suck.
And I wanted to be like Mr. Positive Petey. I'm like, you know me, fucking full of positivity. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm a Positive Petey. I'm the fucking one here.
Lionheart's when he tries.
Dude, I know. My thing, what is he fucking the Painmaker when he is it? I have a theory that Lionheart only comes out when he can fit in his pants. Like, if his pants don't fit, he's like, I'm not Lionheart tonight, boys.
He's like, sorry, guys, tonight I'm the Painmaker.
Because, like, there was, like, this thing that, like, Lionheart he was supposed to try. He did not look like he was trying tonight. It was rough. The Gates of Agony came out in their New Japan gear, which I think fucking 3 people recognized.
Koco popped for.
Who's that?
You popped for it.
I thought it was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I didn't pop for the match. Here's the thing. If the highlight of the match is gear you wore in another company, it was not a good match.
It was an awful match.
Yeah. And then they tried to do like where Hook was trying to get in Red Rum, like Chris Jericho was doing fucking the Walls of Jericho, and it was bad. It was just bad, sloppy, disgusting.
It looked like Hook had nothing, and Jericho just did the Walls of Jericho, and Hook's just sitting there leaning against him.
Yeah.
And then Jericho broke it off, and he got it on. But God, it was ugly.
Bad. Yeah.
Please don't let this become a championship team in the company that we thought would be the real tag team company.
I think it's going to happen. I'm going to call.
Please don't do it.
Listen. I am the guy that called fucking 90210's son joining House of Torture. That was sarcasm. It fucking happened. Fuck you, ghetto. I'm calling my shot right now. Here it is. Chris Jericho, Lionheart Chris Jericho, and Hook. Lion Hook will be your next AEW Tag Team Champions. I am so good at predicting shitty stuff.
If they win the championship, I'm not reviewing another Dynamite ever again.
Dude, fucking Tony, you hear this shit?
I'm Cody Rhodesing it.
You're like, I'm out for personal reasons. I'm out.
I'm Cody Rhodesing it.
We're going to Raw and SmackDown.
Yep. Cody Rhodesing it. Just if
Oh
it
my
goes
God.
down that way.
All right, so that was definitely the worst match of the night. Main event, pretty goddamn good. I think all the matches were good except that match.
Yeah, that was the
Good and
worst
higher.
10 minutes of the show by far.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to beat this dead horse. I was in a room full of wrestling fans on live on Twitch, and I said Jericho, while holding the rope, getting a 3 count, should have ended his career to put MJF over. And everyone in that room said, I am a fucking piece of shit. You're wrong. Give me my flowers. Give me my flowers. It's White Day in Japan. I need some flowers. Give them to me. Were you in the room that day, Raccoon?
No.
Willow Nightingale defeats Riho. I thought this was a great match.
This was a great match.
I thought it was
I was
absolutely
very
awesome.
excited when I realized it was Riho Willow.
Yeah. So, and I thought this was probably one of the better matches for Riho. I love Willow Nightingale. The finish with the power bomb was pretty sweet. They had some great moves. Overall, excited. All right, so let's read this off tpw.net. Following the match, Nightingale and Riho gave a hug to each other. You know, you like to see it. After Riho got out of the ring, the lights went out. Okay. Me and Sid were joking that it was Sting returning because he didn't want women to main event.
No, I said it was because Sting said he retired from men's wrestling, but never said he was retired from women's wrestling.
Do you ever hear that fucking funny joke / rumor / people want it to happen? They want LeBron James to go to the WNBA as a woman to break more records. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
if anyone's going to do it, it will be LeBron.
Let the ladybug it.
It was not Sting. It was not Sabu. It was not LeBron James. But it was the spooky TBS champion.
The House of Black.
Yeah.
Julia Hart
And Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
And then Monet came out to make a save, and people were chanting CEO. I thought Tony did a good job of starting with Monet and ending with Monet without it looking overdone. It looked pretty goddamn good, to be honest.
Also, putting in the usual return spot of getting to see them work a little. But he split it up so that it wasn't like they work and then cut a promo or something like that, which is the usual.
I think the women's booking and wrestling was probably the strongest I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I'm very, like I was saying when we were watching it, I'm viewing it personally as the last pay-per-view is a clean slate for me. And they hired the new writer, the new right. I want to keep saying women's writer because I feel like she came because of Sasha, but I'm sure she's helping in general. But
Yeah.
I have to believe her focus is probably improving the women's writing. And I feel like so far since then the shows have been good, and yeah, I hope it keeps going this way.
Yeah, and Timeless Tony Storm will probably be going against May, and that will be going farther. Julia Hart looks like they're going to be starting with this feud, and the CEO being TBS champ should be interesting. A shout out to Andy Paps on Sid Light's stream. He mentioned that Monet should join Okada and the Young Bucks, and I thought that was a pretty clever idea if it happens in the future. You were about to say something, sir?
I was, but I don't remember what.
Concussions.
Concussion.
Will Ospreay just cuts a promo and he just said, "Bro, I'm the feeling," and went crazy. And here's the thing. It's fucking Will Ospreay. It's the fucking man. Love Will Ospreay. I don't think there's anything that stood out besides he's fucking super excited. This might be the first promo I heard of it.
You trying to find out if you could say bruv.
Oh, yeah. Guys. Let's leave it to the comments. First commenter. Do you think I could say bruv? I'm American. I've lived in Japan for the last 20 years. Sometimes I'll sneak in a mate every now and then. I'm not scared.
Try it out. Go on. No, give them a few samples.
All right, let's give it a few samples. Hey, bruv, did you see the match last night? Oh, bruv, we got to make more YouTube videos, bruv. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you'd use it. He always uses it pretty smooth. Listen here, bruv. Now I sound like Hulk Hogan. All right, down in the comments. Can I pull off, bruv? Can I pull it off? I don't know. I've never said bruv, but I'd like to try. I hang out with an international crew here in Tokyo.
I'll say, while they have had 2 good weeks, they don't have a blockbuster debut happening next week.
So it should be interesting where it goes from here.
Yeah, what's the big thing for next week? They had Okada week. They had Banks week. What's next week?
Well, I'll go over that as we speak. This is perfect timing. Current card. So this is for March 15th, Rampage show. Best Friends versus the Dark Order. Trios match, Axe Andretti and Top Flight versus the Undisputed Kingdom. And Mariah May and Tony Storm versus Mystery Team. What's a Mystery Team?
I'm not. None of this sounds good.
Moving on. That's Rampage.
Okay.
Dynamite.
I thought you were saying this was next Dynamite, and I'm like, that's not a good Dynamite.
Yeah, they have nothing on Collision so far advertised, at least on this website. And then in Toronto, this is Dynamite. They got the AEW Continental Championship, Okada versus Eddie Kingston, Hook versus Jericho, TNT Championship I Quit match, Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage, AEW Continental Championship, Okada versus Eddie Kingston, and Hook versus Did they just fucking put 2 matches? They put 5 matches and 4 of them are the same. Let me rewind. I don't understand how fucking reading works. TNT Championship I Quit match, Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage. AW Continental Championship, Okada versus Eddie Kingston, and Hook versus Chris Jericho. Which, yeah, there's only 3 matches, but they listed them a few times. So there you go. And Darby Allin suffers leg injury at Wednesday's AEW Big Show. Do you think Jay White's like, bitch, you ain't climbing no fucking mountain?
Well, that was the angle, wasn't it? That they were trying to write him off, weren't they? Wasn't that why they were doing the leg break thing with him with the chair?
Maybe. I have no idea.
I always assume when they're doing those things that they're doing a write-off.
I don't know. Maybe this is kayfabe. Maybe it's not kayfabe. Who knows? Moving along. Kyle O'Reilly's in-ring return announced for Saturday's Collision show. Does he just, I don't know. He just looks like a homeless guy. He just seems
like a sad random dude.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know why
anymore. He's backstage. I don't know why he's on a mic. I guess he's going to wrestle eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So he's got to wrestle by himself. So good luck. He'll be at AEW's Collision show in Ottawa. So there you go. Oh, he's going to go against Brian Keith at the show. So that's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Keith. There you go. And that's the only match for Collision. So there you go. I'm starting to think they're starting to write this for SEO more than me. Like, they're just... Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Overall, it did work. Overall, I give it a win. I give the whole show a win. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's not perfect. I mean...
AEW's been on a good path lately.
Go back 20 years. Can you imagine saying Chris Jericho's the weakest part of the show? Go back 10 years.
Wow.
Go back 5 years. Jericho's really the weakest part of the show. And as a Jerichoholic, that hurts me. I like a little bit of the bubbly, So.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And I don't know. Well, the one-on-one match, it's in Toronto, so he's Canadian, so it makes sense. But is the FTW title on the line? It is not. So go fuck yourself,
not
AEW.
That they've said.
No, not according to this website.
I don't know. I'll be shocked if that one-on-one's a good match, but who knows? Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it could be a shocker.
Or maybe it'll be 2 weeks in a row that Jericho has the worst match on the show.
But here's my thing. Maybe if Jericho and him feud, they won't be next tag champs. Because if you're looking at it from a booking... No, not even. Look, from a fan's perspective. The Young Bucks are busy. The Lucha Brothers are hurt. Oh, maybe FTR.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say, what about FTR?
FTR has a shot.
What about the Acclaimed without Billy?
No, they're stuck with that 6-man bullshit.
No.
I think so.
Not into the tournament. When's the tournament start?
Tournament's starting, I think, in March, so pretty soon. But here's my thing.
Revolution's this month, isn't it? Oh no, it's
No,
next month.
that's Dynasty, right? I think Revolution already happened.
Yeah, Dynasty. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. So here's my thing: if you're just watching on television, it might be FTR Jericho Hook in the finals, and FTR. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying. I don't want it to happen,
There's no
but I
way.
feel
There's
like it
no
might
way.
be Jericho Hook. Might be your next
No,
tag champs.
no. Big Bill Starks would get there before them. Come on.
I don't know.
Big Bill Starks is very
I have
over.
a bad feeling in my tummy. I have a
No,
bad feeling in my tummy.
no. There's no way.
So I'm like Nostradamus, except for shitty wrestling. But let's put on your booking cap, Sid. Who do you have win the tag titles right now? If you're calling all the shots. Now you remember you haven't called this. You haven't called the shot. You have to work with what you got now.
The problem is I can't think of who all the active tag teams they have available still signed are.
I mean, the safe bet would just be FTR.
Yeah, the safe bet I think is either FTR or the Bucks.
But I don't know because the Bucks with Jericho, I don't think. I mean, sorry, Bucks with Okada. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, but Okada, if Okada's winning his solo champion, why can't the
Makes
Bucks win
sense.
tag champion and just all carry gold?
To hop on Andy Pap's theory. What if Monet wins all the women's titles, Okada wins all the single titles, and the Young Bucks win all the tag titles? Problem solved. What are you, the good-looking guys in Noah? Ha ha! If you know, you know. So, all right, Sid, I think that's it. I think we did a great job. You know what? 10 out of 10 review. I like where this is going. And we've never missed a Dynamite. Weren't we supposed to do Collision and Rampage? I've been busy!
No, I told you I wasn't doing Collision.
Yeah, that's why we didn't do Collision or Rampage.
You're never getting me to do a Rampage.
Rampage used to be pretty solid when they had the international titles. Like, not the AEW international title, but they would have like, oh, this is a CML title. This is it. You know what I mean? I kind of like that feel to it. I wish they went back to that. There was a time where I thought Rampage was clicking pretty good. Matter of fact, there was a time where I thought Rampage was better than fucking the other shows. There was a time Rampage had, like, there was a time. Especially if you like international wrestling. They'd be like, oh, here's a New Japan title. Here's a AAA title. Here's a CML title. It was something special, and they had a good gimmick going. Because my thing is, Rampage is just there. But if you're like, hey, Rampage, you get to see titles from around the world, I think it makes it a little more interesting. That's just my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. And you got Collision. So there you go. Christian gonna destroy Edge, or do you think they give it to fucking Edge?
Christian's got to win. He's so over.
He's got to. He's got to. He's got to. Oh, man. All right. Check him out on Sid's Light on everything at Sid's Light. He streams every day on Twitch. He also reviews horrors from Tales from the Trash Can. Go ahead.
Well, real quick, aren't I Quit matches usually no DQ?
Yeah.
And Christian's in a stable. Like, you're the heel with a stable against the other guy in an I Quit match. There's no reason you should lose.
Yeah, but he's Edge, and he's the
you're
good
over.
guy. And
He's an Edges and his overs, Christian, I don't think.
No.
In AEW, at least.
Yeah. I've always been more of a Christian guy than an Edge guy.
WWE, I think Edge is more over.
100%.
AEW, I don't.
But here's the thing. Very unpopular opinion. I'm in a minority. If I'm Tony Khan, I never sign Edge. Never. There's just some people, it's like, it doesn't blend in. So,
I don't know. I can see him doing it because Christian's been doing good stuff since he got there for him.
Yeah.
I could see him doing it because Christian's like, hey, I'd love to wrap up part of my career with this guy.
Yeah, favor, buddies.
I could see him doing it as like, okay, yeah, you've done good by me. I could do this. And also the added of we just lost Punk. Edge is a nice little buzz pickup.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it, but that's just
I
me.
wouldn't have either, but I get why.
Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe. I am KocoSports on everything. Check out Koco Plays. Buy my books on Amazon. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We gotta defeat the algorithm. Our shorts do great. You remember when people are like, oh, shorts kill your long form content? I'm like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Talk to YouTube. It doesn't. I don't know. I feel like a short is stabbing me right in the fucking balls here, YouTube. I feel like it stabbed me right in the balls. Like, comment, subscribe for the love of long form content. Salute. Love you, dudes. And with that, I am over. Hey, boom, 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 boom.